Avenues. They were among the first property owners in the Washington Valley and engaged in a number of businesses on that site, including the Bear. They also owned a butchering business in Fresno and Fowler, and they're in a market in the Mark Opera House building in downtown Fresno. John Bear became one of the founders of the Eastern Packing Company. In 1896, the partnership was dissolved. He returned to the San Joaquin Valley in 1908. The descendants of the Baird brothers played their part in the development of the raisin industry. The contributions of their family, along with so many other pioneering families, helped to build the foundation for this county's successful economic future. From friends of Kathy Rehart, this is Want to make your day someone else's and not cost you a thing? Pay someone a compliment, a thanks, of a job well done, or of making a difference for others. It feels as good giving it as receiving it. Starting your office with a coworker who may not be your best bud, but who makes life easier for you and your customers. At the grocery store, acknowledge that checker who's grinding it out while you held up the line picking the tabloids. Strangers like the trash guy who deal with you stepping in recycling with things you shouldn't. Or the person who lets you take the next place's parking space. Not to forget, thank you for your service in today's in uniform. We're in danger of losing the basics of human service because today's perfect women and we do. Oh my, something might happen. Sure enough, new evidence says employees who are complimented by their peers are much more productive and stay in the company longer. You're right,
come
Mary
on,
Poppins.
dude.
A spoonful of sugar. Inspiration from the family of Bill Take a Seat.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from the Valley's breaking news leader, News Talk 580.
Airport for the holidays, usually not fun, but this year, really not as much of a nightmare as you might think. Fox 5 New York, Linda Schmidt is there with more.
People showing up at LaGuardia Airport today getting an early Christmas present. No wrong line. Are you surprised to see it so empty?
Honestly, kinda, because I feel like LaGuardia is usually hopping.
Some families taking the kids out of school a day or two early to try and get a jump on the big crowd. And something you seldom see when traveling over the holidays. All flights running on time. Even so, the Port Authority is advising passengers to arrive at least 2 to 3 hours early.
The Port Authority is expecting about 5 million people to travel in and out of LaGuardia and JFK and Newark Airport between now and January 2nd. They think the courts need to take their time in deciding whether or not Donald Trump can be prosecuted in federal cases or if he has presidential immunity. Here's Congressman Chad Berger with more.
The Supreme Court has said they're not going to hear this in emergency-based meeting. It's not going to be something that's going to be fast-tracked. This will go through the court system the regular way. It'll go to a federal appeals court first. There'll be oral arguments there. They will have to determine what the judgment of that court is, one way or the other. And then there would be probably an appeal by both sides, either side, depending on the verdict there, to the Supreme Court. So this might still take a while to go through the federal court, and if and when it ever goes to the Supreme Court.
And President Joe Biden, along with First Lady Jill, visiting patients and their families at Children's National Hospital in Washington.
Every single year, with more and more tourism, every single solitary year. So as my father would say, keep the faith. We're going to beat all this. Promise you. Promise.
Americans listening to Fox News.
I've been taking Nutrafol for about a year.
I've been taking Nutrafol just over 4.5 years.
My hair was thinning.
Just gave birth. I enjoy your lifestyle.
I like Nutrafol because it's drug-free and the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement.
My hair feels thicker, stronger. The breakage is less. Nutrafol has taken me back to the hair I was meant to have. Join the 1 million people growing at Nutrafol.com. That's NUTRAFOL.com.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare information guide absolutely free. Call 800-919-3200. That's 800-919-3200. 800-919-3200.
Try to enjoy the holiday season, but the stress of finding the perfect gift is making you a Grinch. I've got the perfect solution, Rosetta Stone. The
With their lifetime subscription to 25 languages, you're gifting an experience that's fun, useful, and lasts forever. Your grandma can learn from the comfort of her recliner, and your brother can flirt with the exchange student he has a crush on, or at least try. They offer customized learning plans that include engaging and fun content that teach you both the language and the culture. I took a refresher on Spanish last year for my job. Just started learning Italian this year for my next adventure. Plus, they've got a special offer to help you make the holiday season more affordable. Visit rosettastone.com to score 50% off and get the gift that opens your loved ones to experiences and perspective. Visit rosettastone.com/radio to give a gift that doesn't flop. Offer ends soon. That's rosettastone.com/radio.
The glass shop in Visalia. Has Christmas come early? Did the turkey lay the golden egg? Look at this! Or rather, listen because it's radio. I forgot. The glass shop in Visalia in a lovely arrangement with that wonderful local company. Announcing this. Listen carefully. $25 off of every window. $25 cash back every window you buy. And $100 on doors until the end of the year. Anlin, I mean, it doesn't get any better. Local company, done good nationally, big time. I mean, like, come on, haven't you figured out now if you need glass of any nature, doors, all of it? Like, that's it. Don't look at it. For every one of you that passed out with such excitement when you heard the initial announcement, Anlin is offering $25 off of every window purchased by the end of the year, $100 off of every door. Click theglassshop.com right now.
If you're caring for someone with a chronic condition, we know it can be exhausting. It's why Valley Caregiver Resource Center provides the tools you need to help. It's training to help you make confident decisions and care for yourself while you care for your loved ones.
Valley Caregivers can help you deal with the stress of caring for loved ones while running on empty. Our no-cost workshops can help. The next class starts on January 25th, and they're free for unpaid family caregivers.
Call Valley Caregiver and ask about the powerful tools class. Reduce your stress, communicate feelings better, and balance your life.
Register today by calling 559-224-9154. You'll also find helpful information at valleycrc.org.
Valley Caregiver Resource Center is funded by private donations and a grant from the Fresno Madera Area Agency on Aging. Call 224-9154.
Broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker somewhere under the freaking steel of a nondescript building, we once again made contact with our leader, Mark Roseanne.
talks about, our taxes, it's a high rate for the wealthy and so forth. It's not the wealthy alone who are escaping California. It's hardworking Americans, it's pensioners, it's people who are third, fourth, fifth generation to get the hell out of it. There's 0% income tax across the board as well. 0%.
Yes, too much.
But when it comes to the kitchen table issue, food, when it comes to issues like energy, the cost of gasoline, we get killed in California. The highest in the country. What does he take credit for? Why isn't he proud of it? But in any event, I'm not going to redo the debate. Mr. Sanchez did himself a lot of good, particularly vis-a-vis Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is out there at the billionaire trough, slopping it up as fast as he can. Getting back by liberals, getting back by Democrats, getting back by open border types, by radical columnists, by Bushies. What's that all about? And I want to apologize. I was wrong. Nikki Haley is not George W. Bush in dress. She's a completely believer. Whether it's China, whether it's the border, whether it's Disney, whether it's drilling, whatever it is. She's had 5 positions on the same issue. And when you catch her on it, your debate style is to interrupt, and deny, and repeat. Interrupt, deny, and repeat. That's right, that's my debate. So you can have some of that, but one-on-one, you really don't do it. So I think the same is really great. They really do. I also think that Hannity was fantastic. So we'll watch the next debate. He keeps interrupting. We're going to find out who this is. It's going to be Nikki Haley. Tax Thomas Swan. He spends millions and millions of dollars. Not exactly Trump. I'm saying. Then you got paragliders on motorcycles, and all of which happened on October 7th. whether there was intelligence, whether there were leaks inside the Israeli security establishment. Stay with me. The article goes on to say this was not. Ready? The documents circulated widely among Israeli military intelligence leaders. But experts determined that an attack of that scale and nature was beyond Hamas's capability. According to documents in addition, it's unclear whether Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu or other top political leaders saw the document as well.
More than a year in the making before it happened, so that precedes October 7th.
That precedes October 7th, 2022, before the attack, October 7th. They also say that the document in the intelligence was no more than a year before the attack. So again, precedes October 7th, 2022. And 5 or 6 paragraphs down, as I read to you, it's unclear whether Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu or other top political leaders saw the document as well. According, by the way, to the Jerusalem Post stories, it's very unlikely that top government officials saw it. Because at the relatively senior intelligence levels, they dismissed much of it. They didn't have enough exactitude to respect the data. Putting that aside just for a moment, that's not the point of this article. Benjamin Netanyahu was not the prime minister when this document came. He was not the prime minister for more than a year before it happened. That is the attack. In fact, he wasn't able to organize a government until December 29th, 2022. December 29th, 2022. Nowhere in this article, certainly not at the front end, do they say, well, we don't know whether the Prime Minister at the time, Bennett, the coalition government with Lapid and Gantz, that is Bennett, Lapid, and Gantz, what did they know? Since they ran the government and Bennett was the Prime Minister. In other words, what did the left-wing element of Israel know? This information was supposedly being pulled together. The document was created. You have to assume these senior intel and IDF appointees, Mossad appointees, were the appointees either made by the left-wing Israeli government